Hello everyone and welcome back to another algorithm live stream preview of the New South Wales meeting. It's a Group 2 meeting tomorrow at Randwick. It's Group 2 Missile Stakes Day. Looking forward to it. As always, we'll take a look at how we went last week. Race 1 wasn't too great with Captain Maverick. I'm pretty sure he ran last, but race 2 was good, getting the Quinella, and the second horse paid $31, so that was good. Dipsy Doodle held on for a long way, but except for the final bound, got beaten by Cosmonova. Still a very good run. Cool Storm got a placing in race 4 at $21, which was good. Lonra's Queen won into varsity, didn't do anything. I'm Famous was in there for third. Manu Salem was in there for third. Spring Lee probably should have won this race. It was in for second. This race didn't have Williamsburg anywhere near the top 4, I don't think. Contemporary won this race, race 9, and then race 10 was a bit of a blowout. And it was a blowout for the staking plan. Into varsity was poor. Nancy was actually alright, but didn't win. And Unanimous broke down. I'm not too sure what's going on with it. But we've got a new algorithm this week. And it's one that I'm pretty proud of. Don't know if it'll work or not, but it saves me going for the algorithm that we've been doing the past couple of weeks, going, should I bump that up to 4,000? Should I bump that down to 5,000? What do I do with this horse? What do I do with this horse? This algorithm is just, it gives you a number, and that's its number. Nothing changes. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it and not having to use my brain as much. But we'll see how we go. We'll take a look at the races we got this week. Looks like a pretty good card of racing. There's only one race above 1,800 metres. That's a 2,400 metre. Race 4, benchmark 78. The feature obviously being the Group 2 Missile Stakes over 1,200. Looking forward to race 5, benchmark 88, 1,000. That looks like a handy field. And race 9, open handicap, 1,800 metres. We'll see some good horses in that event too. So, I'll show you the algorithm first. This is a field from the synthetic track earlier in the week in Victoria. I'm not too sure why I picked this particular race, but that was it. And as we scroll down, you'll see it looks a little bit different to what you've seen the past couple of weeks. So basically, I've taken heaps more stats, and I've equally sort of ranked them in how many. So let me start that again. I don't like results being skewed. One horse might have a really good average prize money from like its 2-year-old season, and it might not be a good 3-year-old. So I don't like skewed results, which is why I always change the average prize money divisor. But this one, we're just going to leave it. And I've made sure the average prize money isn't too high, just in case that happens. But basically, it's blending in a lot of different stats, and this figure here is the one we're going to look at, which is the overall figure from all of these added up. And on this particular race, save a date for me, the top rater ran second. The winner was actually this horse, Mercy and Him, who went to the front, set a hot speed and wasn't caught. So hopefully we could get some winners using this algorithm, and we'll see how we go. Let's move on to race 1, the midway, benchmark 72, 1,100. Alright. So, all the race 1. Oops, I've done that wrong. All the race 1 stuff is in Excel. Copy it and paste it, and we don't even have to look or change anything. It'll just be the final number is the final number. Paste. Hopefully it should load. Hopefully this all goes to plan. Hopefully. I think it has, although I'm not sure what's happening down the bottom. Something's not right with T42 on this one. I'll just check what that problem is quickly. Oh, it failed to finish. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Let's just give it a -4. Okay, it wouldn't have made the top 4 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Where's the undo button? There it is. So it looks like the on-top selection is Detendo with a rating of 17.6 ahead of Well Timed, the 5, and then Curl Curl, the 6, and Trafalgar Square, the 12. So we're just going to put that straight in the top 4. Detendo is at $5. And is 0.5 points ahead of, what did I say? Well Timed at $4.20. Then we've got Curl Curl at $19. It is first up, so might not be all that accurate. And Trafalgar Square is at $6. Alright, that's race 1 out of the way. Did we miss any favourites? Smashing Eagle was the only one that we missed. What did it have a rating of? 12.4. Yeah, we'll see how the algorithm goes with that one. If Smashing Eagle comes out and wins, there's something wrong with the algorithm. Let's move on to race number 2. If you didn't see my Moonee Valley preview, I am coming down from a bit of a cold at the moment, which is why I sound like Darren Flindell just talking through my nose. But yeah, unfortunately, colds happen, and I'm not a massive fan of the colds because it makes me, well, just makes me not do stuff that I want to do. Alright. Copy. And paste. Also, a thing I forgot to mention, we're just going to ignore the horses that don't have a jockey. If the horse doesn't have a jockey, we're gonna ignore them because the things are skewed. So we're just gonna ignore them. Is there anything in this race that doesn't have a jockey? I'm not too sure. Let me have a look at the field. Nah, everything has a jockey, so that's good. Well, Florino. Florino at 30.7 is well clear of Somerton Sniper, who's well clear of Don't Call Me Honey, who's clear of Soaring Phoenix. That's going to be the top 4. Florino is first up. I've learnt my lesson off last week with InterVarsity. Florino, despite it being in front by a long way, is not going in the staking plan. I think it's in front by 6.7. 9.5 about for Somerton Sniper. Don't Call Me Honey, 650. Soaring Phoenix, 13. Anything that the algorithm missed that's in the market? Well, there probably is, but not going to deep dive into it because there's nothing really short. Right, we're up to race 3. There's a short price favourite for James McDonald. We all know how this is going to end. Is James McDonald was a cheat code on the last algorithm. I think I had him 8 times on top out of 10 races last week. Is he going to be a cheat code again? We're about to find out. Should load. Eventually. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's on top. No, it's not. Invader Zim is not on top. It's going to be It's a Knockout, who is clear. In two really weird stats, the career strike rate and average prize money. Well, this is going to tell us if the algorithm's good or not. It's going to be It's a Knockout. At about, I think it said $6. This algorithm might need a bit of patching up the next couple of weeks once we learn a bit more about what it does. Fox Rain and Bella Khadija. Alright, so it's favouring horses that are undefeated, which I didn't really want, so I might have to fix that up. What was it, $8? Alright, now we move on to some races where we won't have that skewness. Because it's a 2,400 metre race with a lot of seasoned horses. We're going to copy this. Paste. It should pop up eventually. There it goes. Alright, so on top, Kapakiri, who was on top for us last time. Kapakiri, I'm assuming James McDonald's riding it. It's going to be Kapakiri ahead of Our Anchorage, followed by Fatame just ahead of Age of Sail. I forgot to put in how much It's a Knockout was in front by. Was it in front by a good 11 points? I'm pretty sure it was. So Kapakiri, actually James McDonald isn't riding it. He's riding Curator. But Kapakiri is at $8. It goes on top by, I think, 2.3 points. Ahead of Our Anchorage at $5.50. And then Fatame at $14. And the favourite, who I didn't really expect it to be this short, but I don't really follow Sydney racing too much, Age of Sail. In there for fourth at its short quote. We move on now to race 5, which is a race that I said at the start of the live stream I was looking forward to. The benchmark 88 1,000 metre contest. We've got a $1.80 favourite ridden by James McDonald. Doesn't look like, from these early stages, that James McDonald is a cheat code for this algorithm, which is a good thing. But I think the algorithm is very skewed towards favouring horses that are undefeated and win a lot, which is a con of this algorithm. So you get pros and cons for everything. Not that I don't think J-Mac is a good jockey. I think he's a good jockey, just that he's not going to win 8 out of the 10 races every single Saturday he rides. This should hopefully, there we go. This is a good race. Sebenak, Scratch from the Valley to run here. And it will be our Kobe Sun on top, ahead of Dancing Alone, Boston Rocks, and Sebenak. Easy top 4. 1, our Kobe Sun at 1.8 is in front by 6.8. ahead of Dancing Alone at $3.70. Then came Boston Rocks at $5. And Sebenak at $9. So it's a market-based answer for this one. The market seems to have got it spot on with the algorithm, and which has got the first favourite first, second favourite second, third favourite third, fourth favourite fourth. We are now halfway through this Randwick card. Seems to be moving along a bit quicker than the past couple of weeks because I haven't had to fiddle with anything in terms of the algorithm. But we'll see how we go for this one. Is there any... High Dubai is my early prediction of who's going to be on top just because of his winning strike rate and average prize money, but we'll see how we go. We'll copy and paste this. Paste. It's an all mares race, actually. It's a fillies and mares. I put that in there, didn't I? Yeah. Fillies and mares. High Dubai will be on top, and quite clearly, actually. 9.7 ahead of Lon Rioli. It must be Cyril's sister. Then you've got Tulsi at 15.6. Lady of Luxury at 15.5. Let's make that happen. So High Dubai at $3 is 9.7 ahead of Lon Rioli at $12. And then, who did I say before? Tulsi at $5.50 for James McDonald. And Lady of Luxury at 21s, rounding out the top four. Even though this algorithm could go completely pear-shaped and not work at all, I'm enjoying doing it more than the algorithm that we've had for the past month, because I can just copy and paste data and then look at a final number and go, yeah, you're on top. I don't need to worry about anything else that's going on. So I'm enjoying that part. We move on now to the first leg of the quaddie. It's race 7. I'm pretty sure, I didn't really check, but I'm pretty sure it was a benchmark 78 over the 1600. Oh, my laptop's starting to slow down a bit. There's a lot of data going back and forth over this past 20 minutes and the next 10 to 15 minutes that we do this. We'll see who comes out on top in race 7. Looks like it's going to be Space Age. Space Age will come out on top ahead of Yasuki, followed by Green Shadows and West of Africa. See, how easy is that? I'm not actually too sure if Space Age is any good at all, but my top 4 is just right there. Space Age is at $3.90, so the market, or the algorithm must be doing its job because Space Age is well fancied. And how much in front was it? About 5.6 ahead of Yasuki, James McDonald, Chris Waller, 4.2. Then you've got, did I say Green Shadows just before? Yeah, Green Shadows and then West of Africa. Green Shadows, $5. West of Africa, $5.50. So that's a market-based answer as well. Favourite on top, ahead of second favourite, ahead of third favourite, ahead of fourth favourite. So maybe in the races where there's a little bit more data and not too many lightly raced horses, this algorithm is a little bit more accurate. Maybe that's something to take note of. Unless that thing that's won one race comes out and blitzes Invader Zim in race 3. Well, we're onto the feature. It's the Group 2 Missile Stakes over 1,200 metres. A few good horses going around here, including Schwartz. Semyon is fast. Steel City showed potential as a youngster. I tipped Arctic Glamour in the 1,000 guineas last year. So, who will the market have on top in this one? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be extremely interesting. Copy and paste. What's it going to throw up? Uh-oh. Let's just set up the top that the Google Sheets is not responding. But it's responding. It wants to get the answer out. The answer is very close. Right down the bottom, it's going to be she's in. I was about to say she's a listener, but it's not she's a listener. She's an Alyssa. She's an Alyssa. I'm going to have to look up that pronunciation, but it looks like she's an Alyssa is going to be on top in the Missile Stakes. It is at $5. Alright, so it's not completely... I thought I just threw up a random roughie there, but... No, it's going to be she's an Alyssa at 5s. Ahead by 2.7 on the fave. Schwartz at 225. The 2 semi-on at 4. And then I didn't even check who was in for 4th. It's going to be Lock Eagle at $19. Alright, that's the feature out the way. We now move on to another very good race. It is an open handicap over 1,800 metres. The penultimate race on this Randwick Group 2 card. Hopefully we've tipped the card up until then. Thanks, Cole. Thanks, mate, for the kind comment. I really appreciate all the love I get. Thank you very much. Let's keep rolling. Race 9 is an open handicap, 1,800 metres. The Premier's Cup Prelude is the actual name of the race. I'm pretty sure the Premier's Cup is a Group 3, but yeah, someone might have to check that. Well, I can already spot, I don't think you guys can see my Excel spreadsheet at the moment that I'm copying and pasting all the data from, but there's 2 trainers back to back here that the Annabelle Neesham and her new partner trainer that have only just joined forces for the new season, and because we're only 10 days into the new season, they haven't had any data at all, so it's just going to be all zeros. So the Annabelle Neesham and Rob Archibald stable is not going to be treated well by the algorithm, and I'm not too sure how to treat Annabelle Neesham horses anymore because of her new training partner and the fact that we can't in any way get Annabelle Neesham's previous training record just while she was on her own. The 2 horses I speak of, I'm pretty sure are Manzoice and Galaron. No, it's Galaron and Redstone Well. So, hopefully, well, Galaron's $5.50 I'm just seeing, so that's not good. Wonder how we're going to treat that horse. Galaron's going to be a really small number. Let's see who the algorithm's got on top. It's going to be Changing of the Guard, surprisingly. It's going to be Changing of the Guard. Galaron's actually right up there in 4th. And with all the bad trainer stuff that it's got, it's actually got... It's really this column that it's missing out on. Not enough to elevate it to 2nd. Or 3rd, I should say. Changing of the Guard at $13. $13, James McDonald. I'm going to need to do some more research into this horse, but I'm pretty sure it had some potential when I last heard about it. We'll see how it goes, but it's going to be 1. Changing of the Guard. $13. A good 5.7 in front of the 9 Aramco, who looks hard to beat based off Pure Form, it's at $2.60. In for third, Golden Path, and then Galaron. Golden Path, $3.80. Galaron, $5.50. So is the algorithm completely nutso with changing of the guard, or can this horse win? Just looking at its stats. $13, James McDonald rides. Gate 13 probably will be a good part of the track come that stage of the day tomorrow. It ran third. Apparently it ran third first up. I'm not too sure where, but I'll do some more research in my own time and see if this algorithm has got this horse right or completely wrong. Maybe the results are a bit skewed because it's had overseas form, and overseas currency is a little bit different to what they have here, and that's altered the average prize money a bit, but we'll see. Sorry. We finished off with a benchmark 78 over 1,200 metres to finish this Rose Hill card off. Oh, my laptop's really starting to slow down now. It's going really slow, but we've just got to get through one more race. Copying. There's 6 concurrent viewers in the live stream now. That was quite a jump. Last time I looked up, it was only 2. So that's good. Anyway, copy 7. 7 concurrent viewers in the live stream. Whoa. I feel like I'm famous. Alright. Paste. Who is going to be on top in the last race? Looks like the favourite's Willowdale. But on top is going to be Iron Man. Iron Man just ahead of Willowdale. World Alliance in there for third. And then King of Naples in for fourth. Pretty easy top 4. Iron Man's 1.5 ahead. Iron Man is $4.40 and has won 2 on the bounce. That seems like a pretty good horse to have on top then. 1.5 ahead. 8 viewers in the live stream. I must be pretty entertaining if people are giving up their Friday nights just to watch me type some stuff. 2. What did I say Willowdale was? 3? 2.8. I didn't even look, to be honest. And then what did I say before? I said World Alliance at 440. King of Naples, 850. So, I'm not too sure how to treat the staking plan this week because I'm not sure if this algorithm really loves races with just a couple of horses in it that are undefeated because they have a really high average prize money earn and winning strike rate. So, although it's a knockouts in front by 11 points, which is the most out of any horse on this card, I'm not going to put it in the staking plan just because the fact that it's only one from 1 and it could be a bit skewed. Florino's first up, and I've already learned my lesson about first up horses, so it's not going in. Our Kobe son, I'm pretty sure is first up as well. It's not going in. High Dubai is going to go in. Space Age is going to go in. Changing of the Guard might go in, but a small play. And that might do it, I reckon. Best bet of the day is probably going to be High Dubai, I reckon. Race 6, number 7, High Dubai. We're going to have, we'll go 1.5 units to win at $3. Next, we go for race 7, number 1, Space Age. About 1.25 units to win, I'd say, at $3.90. Or is that a bit too much? I might go 1 unit to win on Space Age. And then, changing of the guard. Race 9, number 1. Changing of the guard. We'll go 0.5 units to the win because why not? Total spend for this card is 3 units. But I'm more interested to see how my on-top selections go. Like, Iron Man's only 1.5 in front. But I'm interested to see how that goes. Changing of the guard, obviously. She's an Alyssa at in the feature. I still can't say that name properly. Interested to see how that goes. Right down in the weights. Obviously, Space Age High buyout. Kobe Sun's short. Kapakiri won for me last time. It's a knockout versus Invader Zim. What will happen there? Can Florino win first up? And Detendu in an open midway. That's how we're going to do the Randwick card. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new algorithm. I certainly did. Meant I had to do a lot less work, so I was quite happy about that. But, yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And until next week's live... Actually, I'm not going to do a live stream next week because I got something on Friday night. Going to watch the Essendon Sydney game. Hopefully the Bombers can get over the line there. But 2 weeks after this will probably be the Winx Stakes meeting, if I'm not wrong. So if that's the case, really looking forward to that. I'll see you all then. Until then, bye for now.